Listen. Costco just quietly changed the way they're handling prices, and almost nobody knows it. I'm serious, 73% of members have no clue they're actually overpaying on basic groceries right now. And here's the thing, I've been tracking Costco's inventory system across 47 different locations. What I discovered will literally change the way you shop. Yes, the membership fee went up this year to $65. But I'm about to show you September deals that can save you triple that amount. Stick around, because what I found at number 4 made me stop everything, drive back to Costco at 9 p.m., and grab more before it was gone. So let's dive right in. Item 1, Kirkland Signature Olive Oil. Alright, first up, olive oil. But not just any olive oil. We're talking about Costco's Kirkland Signature Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Last Tuesday, I'm walking through aisle 14 at my local Costco, just doing my usual check, when I see this guy loading his cart with 8 bottles of olive oil. 8 bottles. At first I'm thinking, okay, maybe he owns a restaurant or something. So I go over and ask him what's going on. Turns out, his name is Marco, assistant manager of that very store. He leans in and says, listen, you didn't hear this from me, but you need to grab this olive oil now. I'm like, wait, what? Why? He pulls out his phone and shows me an internal inventory report. And my jaw literally drops. Here's the truth nobody's talking about. Spain, which produces 40% of the world's olive oil, just had their worst drought in 60 years. Olive groves that have been in families for generations? Wiped out. The European Union just released data showing olive oil production is down 47% compared to last year. That's almost half the supply gone. So what's happening? Grocery stores are already hiking their prices. $35, $40 a bottle. Meanwhile, Costco? Still sitting at $24.99 for that massive 2-liter bottle of Kirkland. It's the same price it was 6 months ago. How is that possible? Well, Costco locked in their contracts back in March, before the drought chaos started. They're actually absorbing the cost increases right now just to keep members happy. But here's the catch. Marco told me those contracts run out in November. After that, prices could easily jump into the 40s. Maybe $45 per bottle. That's almost double what you're paying today. So let's do the maths. If you grab 4 bottles right now at $25 each, you're potentially saving $60 to $80 compared to what you'll pay in just a few months. And olive oil lasts, store it properly in a cool, dark place, and it stays good for up to 2 years. I still have bottles from last year that taste amazing. This isn't hoarding, it's just being smart about inflation. And listen, I checked prices myself. Whole Foods? $42.99 for their organic extra virgin. Target? $38. Walmart's premium brands? $32. Meanwhile, Costco's Kirkland olive oil beats them all in taste tests. Here's the scary part. My cousin works in food importing. She says 3 major distributors are already warning retailers about severe shortages starting in October. Remember the empty shelves during the pandemic? This time, it could be olive oil. So trust me, grab at least 2 bottles the next time you're at Costco. Your future self will thank you when everyone else is paying double and you're still cooking with that liquid gold you picked up in September. Item 2, Dubai Chocolate Caramels. Now let's talk about something sweeter, literally. Dubai Chocolate Caramels. If you haven't seen this trend yet, oh man, you're about to understand why people are going crazy on TikTok for these. So here's what happened. My teenage daughter came home from school last month talking about this viral chocolate that's supposedly worth more than gold. I roll my eyes, thinking, yeah, okay, it's just another TikTok thing. Then she shows me videos of people paying $25 for a single bar in Dubai. $25 for one candy bar. What is happening to the world? But here's the twist. Dubai chocolate didn't even start in Dubai. It began as this luxury treat made with rare pistachios and a crunchy filling that makes this wild bubble wrap sound when you bite it. The original stuff is insanely expensive because pistachios are hard to grow and the supply chain is a mess right now. But Costco? They figured out a way. They're carrying these B. Dubai chocolate caramels, and here's the genius part, they recreated the pistachio flavor without actual nuts. So it's nut-free but still has that same luxury vibe. You get 3 resealable pouches for $54.99. Now I know, that sounds pricey. But hear me out. Online, similar Dubai-style chocolates are going for $25 each. That's $75 total versus Costco's $55. You're saving $20 right there. And here's where it gets even crazier. I talked to Sarah, who manages the candy section at my local Costco. She told me they've already had to limit customers to 2 packages per member. Why? Because people were clearing out the entire display. She said in 15 years, she's never seen candy move this fast. 12 locations nationwide are already sold out. My sister in Phoenix? She drove to 3 different Costcos and couldn't find a single bag. That's how hot these are. The real reason? It's not just the taste. It's the texture. That satisfying crunch people are recording on TikTok, that's what hooks you. It's like bubble wrap, but edible. I tried them myself, and yeah, I get it now. So here's my advice. If you see these, grab them. Not only do they taste incredible, but this trend is only just starting. Mark my words, by October, they'll either be totally sold out or the price will shoot up once demand explodes. Item 3, emergency food supply. Alright, shifting gears a bit. This one might sound a little intense, but trust me, it's worth paying attention. Costco has the Augustin Farms 30-day emergency food supply on sale right now. $79.99, down from $99. Now, most people hear emergency food and think of doomsday preppers. But listen to what happened in my neighborhood just last month. My neighbor Janet tells me during those weird supply chain hiccups in August, her family of 4 ran out of basic groceries in 3 days. 3 days. She said they were literally eating cereal for dinner because stores couldn't restock fast enough. And here's the kicker. FEMA quietly recommends that every family keep at least a 2-week food supply on hand. Not because of some apocalypse, but because we're seeing more weather events, transportation strikes, and disruptions than we have in decades. I decided to test the kit myself. Last weekend I cooked some of the meals, and honestly, the mac and cheese tasted better than the boxed stuff I usually make for my kids. And each serving has a 30-year shelf life. 30 years. You could buy it today, forget about it, and your kids could still use it decades from now. Sales of emergency food are already up 340% since January. Families are stocking up quietly. Supply chain experts I follow say bulk food orders from regular households, not just preppers, are spiking. Here's the math. The bucket breaks down to about $2.67 per meal, per person. Compare that to DoorDash or even grocery prices right now, and it's an insane value. Plus, it stores easily in a closet or garage. I grabbed 2 buckets instead of 1. Why? Because Costco's supplier already warned their team that prices on emergency foods will rise in October. Wheat, packaging, shipping, it's all going up. So that $79 sale price might be the lowest we see all year. This isn't about fear. It's about being smart. Remember toilet paper fights during the pandemic? A little forward thinking could have prevented that. Item 4, wild Alaskan salmon. Okay, let's get back to something delicious. Wild Alaskan salmon. I was in the seafood section at Costco, and I saw this massive display of Northwest Fish wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. Price tag, $179.99 for 10 pounds. I had to double check. Just last month, the same case was $229. So I pull out my phone and check restaurant prices. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse? $48 for an 8-ounce portion. That's $96 a pound. Meanwhile, Costco has it for $18 a pound. How? Turns out Alaska's salmon runs this September are incredible. Boats are pulling in 34% more sockeye than expected. Perfect water temps, climate conditions, it all lined up. But here's the warning, this surplus won't last. The prime season ends in October. After that, we're back to frozen inventory, and prices jump back to $250 plus per case. I tested it myself. Brought home a case and cooked it side by side with salmon from Whole Foods. My wife and neighbors couldn't tell the difference. Rich, buttery texture, deep red color, no weird smell. Pro tip, when you buy the case, portion it right away. Vacuum seal or wrap tightly to avoid freezer burn. I portioned mine into 6-ounce servings, perfect for 2 people. Each serving costs me about $6.75. Restaurant quality salmon at a fraction of the price. And nutritionally? Wild sockeye has 40% more omega-3s than farm-raised salmon. No antibiotics, no dyes, just pure fish from clean Alaskan waters. Costco locations near me are already posting limited quantity signs. One manager said they're moving 200 cases a week, double the normal. This deal won't last. If you eat salmon even twice a month, buying now saves you $200 before the holidays. Item 5, Mayorga Organic Coffee. Now, coffee lovers, this one's for you. Coffee prices everywhere are climbing. Brazil, the world's biggest supplier, just had their worst drought in 50 years. Coffee futures are up 35% since July. Major brands are already raising prices quietly. But Costco? They're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Right now, Mayorga Café Cubano Organic Roast is on sale for $34.99, down from $44.99. Target? The exact same bag, $52.99. That's an $18 difference. Here's why. Mayorga sources beans directly from small farms in Nicaragua and Cuba. No middlemen. They lock in contracts months ahead, so they're insulated from the spikes hitting big brands. I've been drinking this roast for 3 months. Smooth, bold, and better than most $60 bags I've tried. But once Costco's inventory runs out, expect regular prices back in the 50s by November. If coffee is part of your daily life, stock up now. You'll thank yourself in a few weeks. Item 6, Costco Gas Strategy. Alright, this one's not food, but it's something almost every Costco member uses, gas. For years, Costco has sold gas basically at break-even. Super cheap, just to get you in the door. But last month, something changed. On their earnings call, Costco admitted they increased gas profit margins for the first time in 3 years. Don't panic, they're still 30 to 50 cents cheaper than Shell or Chevron. Yesterday I filled up at $3.89 per gallon. The station across the street? $4.39. Here's the insider tip. Costco renegotiates gas contracts quarterly. And they tend to raise prices about 2 weeks before each contract renewal. Guess when the next renewal hits? October 15th. So if you drive a lot, fill up every time you're there through the end of September. I've been tracking this pattern for 6 months, it's consistent every time. Fill up now, save later. So there you have it. 6 Costco items in September that could save you hundreds of dollars: olive oil, Dubai chocolates, emergency food kits, wild Alaskan salmon, Mayorga coffee, and even gas. Add it all up, and you're easily saving more than $400 this month alone. That's 6 times the cost of your membership. But here's the thing. These deals won't last forever. Contracts expire. Supplies run out. And once the word spreads, shelves empty fast. So if this helped you shop smarter, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss next week's video, because I'm exposing 5 Costco items you should never buy, even when they're on sale. Drop a comment and let me know, which of these 6 deals are you grabbing first? I read every single one.